Hi, Mark Anderson here, mortgage banker at Paramount Bank. Shooting my last video of the week. I have been doing a video every day to give people some context on what's going on in the mortgage interest rate environment. This week, the short version of what's happened this week is that the rates went up. They went up a little bit every single day this week. There was a little bit of a bright moment yesterday, as we can actually see on this bond price chart. There was a brief moment yesterday where it looked like what the Fed did yesterday, injecting about $1.5 trillion into the repo market. It looked like that was really going to maybe save our bacon and get the rates back on track in terms of the low levels that they were at last week. We see there was a big spike in the mortgage bond prices at that point, but just as quickly as those bond prices went up, they dropped right back down. And if you go over here to the right-hand side, you can see that the bond prices today are worse than they were yesterday overall on average. So the big question, what are rates going to do going forward? I think if anybody tries to tell you that they know, that those people are wrong. I think that trying to predict anything in this environment with all of the things going on, all of the externalities, all of the various things that the government and the Fed is trying to do to impact things, I don't think anybody really knows. What I can tell you for right now is that there are still some people out there that even at the current rates, which are still quite low historically, there are some people that could still benefit from refinancing. There are other folks that should probably wait this out to see if there's an improvement. If you have a purchase contract and you're closing within say the next 30 or 45 days, certainly the most risk-averse move would be to go ahead and lock because, again, the rates are still very low. I'm going to keep this video short today. Just want to emphasize that this is an incredibly volatile time. It was very, very nice to see the drop that we had last week. There were a lot of people that benefited from locking in at those low rates. I'm going to again emphasize the notion that if you're on the fence about refinancing, probably about the best thing you can do is to put your application together, get with your favorite loan officer, who I hope is me, and get that process started. So if the rates do come back down, you're in a position to just essentially tell me to click the button on that and get that locked in and move forward. So I'm going to continue to keep an eye on things. I'm probably going to slow down in terms of the frequency of these videos as we seem to have gotten away from the lowest of the rates that we saw last week. But that is just a quick summary of where we're at this week. If you have any questions, if you'd like me to run some numbers for you in your scenario, you can reach me at 314-599-0511.